All right, let's see. Hello, if everybody is watching on Facebook, I think I'm live. It says I'm live. Let me get everything set up here as you guys hop in. Let's see. Okay. Hello, those of you that are jumping in. Okay, I'm live on there. All right, I wanted to let you know that if you are watching from Facebook, I will not be able to see your comments. And so I'm about to put the meeting link for the Zoom if you want to hop in there so that you will be able to ask questions and such, and I'll be able to see in real time. So I'm going to put that in the comments if you want to see that's register. Thanks for your patience. Well, this is going to have to work. You have to register really quick and it'll give you a Zoom link in your inbox. But you'll be able to see, you just won't be able to ask questions necessarily. Hello, those of you that are joining me on Zoom. Welcome, welcome. Just trying to get everything set up before we go live on here. Hey, Melissa.
Hey.
Hey, do you think you could do me a favor?
Sure.
If there is any questions on Facebook, do you think you might could put them in the chat here?
Yeah.
Okay, without just like occasionally, just look for me and make sure there's not any questions that I need to answer as we go through.
Do you want me to log off the Zoom and get on the Facebook Live so I can see the chat?
Well, if you have two different devices, you could look at both, or you could minimize it on your phone and just look in every now and then. But it's not a big deal. I can totally answer the questions at the end. So
I'll figure it out.
well, it'll be fine either way. All right. Okay, 8:32. Let's get this party going. If you are live with me and you're excited to learn about these products, put a 1 in the comment. Let me get on over here on Instagram and then we'll be ready to go. All right. Now, we're live from all the places, I think. I'm excited to share this information with you guys tonight and just looking forward to hopefully shedding some light on the new products and the science behind it and just sharing a little bit about what I learned last week in Salt Lake City. So I'm going to share a PowerPoint that I made, really simple, just something that visually that you can look at rather than just looking at me for the next few minutes. And if you're on Instagram, hello, you will not be able to see the PowerPoint, but that's totally okay. Just to get some great information. Let me share that and we'll get going. Let's see. All right, here we go. So again, welcome to this masterclass that I'm really excited to dive in to you guys with you guys for the next few minutes on all of the new products that we learned about and we're excited to begin using in the future. You know, I love going to convention every single year because it never ceases to amaze me how much time and energy and steps that are not skipped in this process of bringing us the absolute best quality products and sourcing the best oils and just the whole picture. I don't know, my mind's always blown every time I go and listen. And I can't wait to share, the new products with you, help you to learn about them, but also some of the science behind them, because I feel like that's really important that we understand that. And it just deepens the belief I have that these products are amazing and they're truly help our body to be able to perform the way God intended. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Carrie. And this is actually was my 5th convention, I believe, 5th or 6th. And again, love going out to Salt Lake City and being around all of doTERRA people, and just energy is just great out there. And the environment is amazing just to learn and connect and grow our knowledge in natural medicine. And before I kind of jump into these products, I did want to mention something that was really exciting that we learned about, and that is that our lavender is the first lavender essential oil that is pharmaceutical grade. And as a pharmacist, makes me extremely excited about not only that, but the future. This is just the first oil that they have put in that category, and all of the oils that we have will fall into that category in the future. And just a little bit behind this, again, before we jump into these new products, the reason why, and how they really came to give lavender and put it in that category is really because of purity and consistency. And sorry, let me get Instagram going back. And it's because of those two things. And just back in pharmacy school, of course, we learned that when a drug comes to market, you have to have the purity there, you have to have standards, and you also have to have those standards consistently. And that's something that's really important and that's not often found in other essential oils. And so that really is what that pharmaceutical grade title means. It means that there's purity there and it's consistently there. And that's just something that obviously I have known and used for a long time. And I've seen the effects of that, but now we just have proof of that, if you will. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's something that just was announced and we're really excited about it and what's going to come down the pipe from that. And all the oils will be considered pharmaceutical grade in the future. So really exciting stuff, but let's go ahead and dive into the new products. So first I want to share with you a little bit about Tulsi or holy basil. And this is an essential oil that you may be familiar with. It's pretty widely known for its great health benefits, but it's never been something that has been a permanent product for us at doTERRA because they didn't have the sourcing intact. And so we actually got to try it last year at convention, but it was only for that limited time. And so now we have it as a permanent product. So I want to tell you a little bit more about it. First off, obviously it's in the basil family, but it's sort of a cross between traditional basil and clove oil. So when you smell it, it smells a little bit spicier than you would think basil normally smells like. And to me, it's kind of basil toned down and rounded out. That clove component to that spice component really balances it nicely, because when you inhale basil, regular basil from the bottle, it is sort of pungent. So I really love the smell of this, and it has similar benefits to basil, but of course a little bit different because it is a different variety. Excuse me. So when we look at the chemistry of holy basil or Tulsi, it has beta-caryophyllene and it also has eugenol. And both of these essential oil components are really great for relaxation, for managing stress. They actually help to support the HPA axis, which is really determines how our body deals with stress. So obviously we know that's very important. Stress, long-term stress in our body isn't good. So this is a great oil that we can use aromatically and topically to help our body deal with stress. I would sort of put it, in an adaptogenic category. And that, excuse me, and that is something that we've become more familiar with because it is so important in helping our body deal with stress. This would go in that category. So things like frankincense, copaiba, even lavender, these are all things that help our body deal with stress. Other oils do as well, but those are some that kind of come to mind. This would fit in that category. And so it helps you deal with stress. It helps support your cells in doing what they were meant to do, right? Sometimes our cells are sluggish or they don't have the support that they need. They don't do their job. And so that's how we can feel some of the side effects from that in fatigue, or, we have those stressful, maybe headaches, different things like that. And so this is really going to help support normal physiological function. So I mentioned using this oil aromatic and topically. That would be the way primarily that you would want to use this essential oil. So I have a diffuser blend for you that I actually tried out today that I really love. It's 2 drops Tulsi or holy basil and bergamot. So that blend together, I really like the citrus paired with the Tulsi, and I think that you'll find it's very relaxing. It kind of helps the stress sort of lessen. And so I love the scent as well. Of course, we want it to smell good. So it smells great. So I think you're really going to like that one. And then topically, a little rollerball recipe for you, because I mentioned this really helps support your adrenal glands and your stress response. And so here's a roller bottle blend for you. So if you combine 10 drops each of rosemary, tulsi, frankincense, lemon, trying to speak slow in case you're writing, and geranium. So rosemary, tulsi, frankincense, lemon, and geranium. 10 drops each of those in a 10 ml roller bottle. You fill with fractionated coconut oil, and then you can roll it on your adrenals, which are right below your kidneys, and then the arch of your foot, which is the sensory point for your adrenals on your feet. You can do that at night, or obviously, throughout the day as well, but it will be great to put on your bedside table at night and do it right before you go to bed. Just help support the stress response, help you get a good night's sleep. So that is a little bit of some recipes for you on how you can go ahead and start incorporating this oil whenever you get it. All right. So let's move on to copaiba. And copaiba is something that we've had as a product probably for about 3 or 4 years now. And it's sourced from Brazil. It's a great essential oil to help with a lot of different body systems because it has a very high amount of sesquiterpenes in it, which is a compound that is very complex and works in a lot of different ways. And so it helps support a lot of body systems. And so primarily, we had been using this essential oil previously internally. It's made in soft gels, it's made in a regular essential oil bottle, but you could use all 3 ways, aromatic, topical, and internal, but I really preferred to use it internally. But now, we knew that it was great to be used topically for targeted support. And so that's exactly why they have put this essential oil in a touch form. So not a new essential oil, but a new delivery system in the touch form, which of course you can make your own roller with copaiba, but now you can buy it if you would prefer it that way. And just a little bit about copaiba and why they put it in this touch form. So copaiba affects the CB1 receptors in the body. And so we know that it can work centrally that way. It can really help to relax your body. It can help with stress response as well. But your skin actually has CB1 receptors in it as well. So they put it in this touch form because it can really help to calm skin irritation. You can have a more targeted approach with that. And it actually gets absorbed in your skin, obviously better when it's paired with fractionated coconut oil and used topically. So that is why we now have it in a touch form. So this will be really great for bruises, for bumps, for even if you have pain in joints or things like that. It can be used for cuts or scrapes. So, whereas you might have used lavender or frankincense before, this will be a really great addition to that, or you could just use copaiba touch by itself for those things. This one really specifically is going to help with pain and inflammation. So that's what this is going to mainly be doing on the skin. And so again, you can just have a targeted approach with that, with the delivery system in the touch form. Oops, sorry. All right, so copaiba touch, we know and love copaiba. Now we just have it in a touch form. So excited about that. All right, moving right along. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Again, I cannot see Facebook, but I'll answer them at the end. And we can make sure we get all your questions answered for sure before I hop off. All right, so really excited about this one. And Deep Blue Stick, we know and love Deep Blue. I use Deep Blue Rub all the time. I just remember when I first got Deep Blue in my little kit of oils, I didn't think I would use it that much. People were comparing it to Bengay, and I was like, well, I never used Bengay. But I didn't realize how many just tight shoulders, or I needed it in a bath, to help relax my muscles, or after a workout. There's just so many different ways that I use Deep Blue now. And I really love that they made it in a nice little convenient stick. Now we don't have to get it on our hands. We just roll up the stick. It's got a little rounded part to it. You just put it right on your skin and you don't have to rub it in or anything. It's awesome. Smells very, very similar to the Deep Blue that you know and love. What's really new and different and cool about this also is that it has copaiba in it. I just mentioned about how copaiba is great used topically. It gets better absorbed that way. It helps with inflammation that way as well. And it's also labeled as a topical analgesic. So this is something new with this product, and I think you will start seeing that on some other products as well. They are really working with some of the commissions that with labeling as far as OTC products go, and they want to put some of these labels on here so that it's more recognizable. Topical analgesic would obviously be something that would be on like Bengay, similar things over the counter, and so now ours is labeled that way. You know, same deep blue that you know and love, probably a little bit better obviously with copaiba, but I love that we have that new labeling on there, and then we have copaiba in there. And honestly, I mean, you know, you have to wash your hands every single time after deep blue, and if you forget, you will only forget one time put any of them in your eye, or you know, and just using them on kids too. Obviously, I didn't ever want them to get it in their eye, and so this is just a really great delivery system that I'm super excited about, and I've already used a lot. So it's been really fun. Actually, at convention, they had these little deep blue sticks in what looked like little balloons that fell from the sky. That was pretty cool. And I'm excited for you guys to try this one. If you love deep blue, or if you've never tried deep blue, it's like a must have. I mean, adults, kids, elderly, you know, anybody can really, if you have an ache or a pain, this is definitely something you want to have around. Okay, so let's dig into the On Guard chewable tablets. And this is one that I have a good bit of information behind, why the ingredients in here, how you take it, why they developed it, all of that good stuff. So On Guard, we know and love and use On Guard. I mean, I think it's the #1 selling blend. It's just what I think they said they had sold over 25 million bottles of On Guard since they had first brought it to market. Guess that was probably about 10 years ago, possibly, but that's a lot. people love On Guard, and obviously with things heightened, you know, we want to increase our immunity. This is just an oil that a lot of people turn to for good reason. And so, why an On Guard chewable tablet? So let's dig into that. Again, I have some kind of science behind it, and also a study that they did, and the findings to that, which is really, really interesting. It was to me, at least. Hopefully it is to you. So On Guard tablets, when they thought about making this product, they really thought about 3 different reasons why they wanted to. Obviously, we need oxidative protection. We need nutritional cofactors. A lot of people are deficient in certain things. And we also need appropriate response. Like we want our immune system to have appropriate response, not over respond or under respond, right? We want to kind of have it at an appropriate response level. And so that is why they looked to formulate this product in the way that they did. So let's look at the ingredients in here. We have vitamin C, we have vitamin D, zinc, obviously the On Guard blend, and then there are some beta glucans. And so I want to take each ingredient and just give you a little bit of reasoning about why it's in here, why the dosage. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. My arm is tingling from that deep blue that I just put on. I love it. So all of these ingredients are immune modulating, and that just means that they help your immune system kind of be on guard. They for lack of, you know, pun intended, I guess, but they all help your immune system to be ready to attack invaders whenever, you know, you come in contact with them. And so first off, the antioxidant capacity of On Guard really plays a big role in this. I don't know why I have to sit here and hold it. I need a prop, but the On Guard blend is obviously key in this, and for really 2 particular reasons. The wild orange in the On Guard blend has limonene, which is antioxidant that really obviously helps your immune system to work better. And also the 1,8-cenol, which is in eucalyptus. That really helps you to be able to breathe better. It helps your immune system to be able to work better. And so obviously the On Guard blend is formulated in a way that it's going to help your immune system work at different, you know, from different angles. But the reason why they put these other things in there with it is because together the synergistic effect really works brilliantly to help your immune system just to be on guard for whatever comes its way. So vitamin D, let's start there. So vitamin D is what's known as a pleiotropic hormone. That just means that it produces more than one effect. And vitamin D is something we've heard a lot about. A good amount of people are deficient in vitamin D for whatever reason. Maybe they're taking it and it's not getting absorbed that well, or maybe they're just not outside enough. That vitamin D, obviously the best way that we can get that is from the sun. But a lot of times we are out in the sun as much. We don't live outdoors as much. But a lot of times we're inside. And so we just don't get that natural vitamin D. And we're not getting enough from our food a lot of times either. And so vitamin D is used for calcium utilization, and it's also used for immune support. And there are vitamin D cells all throughout our body. And so, like I said, about more than 70, it's estimated that more than 70% of the population is deficient in vitamin D. And this vitamin D dose is a prophylactic dose. So it's 15 micrograms. It's not a mega dose. It's really used, it's made to be used on a regular basis, not necessarily, like I said, the mega dose. It's really more of a prophylactic dose. So that's why you think, why is this such a small dose? That's exactly why. This actually comes from algae. So for any vegans out there, this is vegan friendly. I know some people might want to know that. So let's move on to vitamin C. This is vitamin C in the form of magnesium ascorbate. And this is, again, a preventative dose versus a responsive dose. So it's 150 milligrams versus a responsive versus that's preventative versus a responsive dose would be about 1,500 milligrams. So a lot less than you're probably used to, but again, different type of dosing. So vitamin C is not stored in our body. It's water soluble. So we really need to replenish that daily. And this is a great, again, preventative dose that is going to help you to just get adequate intake of vitamin C. And this deficiency is the fourth leading nutritional deficiency in the US. So a lot of people are deficient in vitamin C. And again, that doesn't help our immune system when we don't have what it needs to perform. So that's vitamin C. Next, let's move to zinc. And zinc is something that has gotten a lot of attention because of different protocols people are on and whatnot. I find that sometimes people are taking too much zinc for too long a period of time, and that can throw off other minerals and things in our body. And so I just want you to, if you do take zinc and it's at higher doses, consider cycling that. Maybe you take it for a couple of weeks, then you're off for a couple of weeks. If you take it for so long, it can really deplete and throw off other things in your body. So this is a nice, again, preventative dose. And it's in the form of zinc citrate. It's more absorbable and it's better tasting. That's why they use this in this product. But it has 3 immune functions. It's catalytic, it's a cofactor, and it's regulatory, all which really make a difference in your immune system, obviously. And because it's not stored in the body either, you really want to think about, again, taking a lower dose every day and not such a higher dose. That's why it's dosed this way. So lastly, beta glucan, which you can get this from different foods such as mushrooms, seaweed, cereal grains, and yeast. But, if we're not eating a lot of those, we're not getting necessarily what we need from that to really make our immune system ready for action. And so it helps you stimulate the immune systems in your gut. That's how this works. And again, they put these things together because it really helps as a whole to make your immune system be ready for whatever comes its way. So really quickly, they did a test. They did kind of a little study on On Guard tablets. And so they gave On Guard tablets. 3 is the dose. You can take them throughout the day, or you can take them all at one time. They gave the On Guard tablets 1 dose. They waited 3 hours. Actually, hold on, let me back up. They took blood. They gave the On Guard tablets. They took blood at 3 hours, and then they took blood at 5 hours. And so they were looking just to see what was this product doing, what was the baseline, obviously, before the tablets, and then what happened after, they gave the tablets over 3 and a 5 hour period. And so they were looking at signaling molecules such as cytokines. They were looking at white blood cells to see what they were doing, because that really is what is a test of what your immune system is doing are the signaling molecules and these white blood cells. And so again, they didn't want to fully turn on the immune system. They wanted to just give it a little nudge so it can be on guard. And that's exactly what they found in the study. Really interesting is that within just a few hours, they saw a nice little gentle upward edge of the white blood cells. And it isn't like it's an acute infection. It's really just standing at attention. Also, the lymphocytes increased as well. And these are the cells that produce antibodies. So that's really important when you think about having antibodies against certain things. That's a hot topic right now. You want your immune system to work and produce these antibodies whenever it comes in contact with something. Not necessarily, you don't have to be overly sick with whatever you come in contact with. If your body can fight it off, it's still going to create antibodies to that. And so that was really a great finding in this little study, is that this little On Guard tablet and all the different, the correct dosages of these different components really helped your immune system to be able to stand on guard. And natural immunity is king, you guys. Like, your immune system is very complex, and whenever it can fight off things on its own and doesn't have to be given something to make it work, to put it at attention, if you will, it's a game changer. And it's natural immunity is 1,000 times better than anything else. And so this product is going to help your immune system be able to just be a little bit more at attention so that it can fight off things and can make those antibodies, which is important for us. Okay, so again, I just want to run over this On Guard chewable tablet. The serving size is 3. There's 60 in this pouch, so there's about a 20-day supply in here. And you can take it, it says 3 tablets a day as needed, best if taken after a meal. So you can take it 3 at one time, or you can take it throughout the day, would be even better. Just like your vitamins, you could take them all at once, but it's really better to take them throughout the day. So that is On Guard tablets. Really excited about this, a very unique product. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to try it. All right, let me make sure we don't have any questions here. All right, let's keep going. Let me check over here with Melissa. Dosage for kids. I would cut that in half in half, you would have to have a tablet, but I would probably start with 1 from ages 4 to 8. And then after 8, I would go up to 2. And then after 13, I would go up to the full dosage. Now, that's my professional opinion. It's not stated on this, but that's, in my experience, that would be a good kind of taper up depending on age. Okay, great question. All right, here we go. Vanilla. So vanilla, everybody knows and loves vanilla. I mean, obviously, you probably use vanilla flavoring in cooking and such as that, but this is a very unique vanilla. So this is Madagascar vanilla. I wish there was a way that you could smell this. It smells just like you think it would. It smells absolutely amazing. So vanilla, I did not know this, but we learned this while we were at convention. Less than 1% of vanilla actually comes from real vanilla. Most of it comes from artificial vanilla, which is called vanillin, and it's actually made from wood pulp, and it's synthesized by using petrochemicals. So these are things that we're putting in our food, right? I mean, I've definitely done it as well. I didn't know that fact, but you really don't get any health benefits from that. And of course, you are getting chemicals of that as well. So this is something that they mentioned they've been trying to bring to market for years and years, but obviously this type of vanilla is very hard to come by. And so they really had to work on sourcing. And I'm very excited that this is a permanent product. And you're going to see in a few slides how many jobs and things were created because of this sourcing effort in Madagascar, which is really, really cool. But they use CO2 extraction process that's cleaner and better for the environment to make this vanilla. And really something unique that they were able to find through testing is that this contains diketones, and they're very rare. You can only find them in helichrysum and a few other oils. And it just helps the therapeutic benefit of the oil to be more pronounced. So what's really neat is this smells great, it tastes great, and it has some great benefits because of the different diketones and other compounds in there. So we can have our vanilla, and it actually can help us be healthier as well. That's pretty cool with me. So this comes from the rainforest of Madagascar, of course, and this sourcing effort was really unique. Let me go to the next slide here. So they actually were able to bring to the area a training center that they offer a 3-year farmer training program for children of vanilla farmers, which is really neat. I love how they pour into future generations as well. It launched back in May of 2020, and it serves 75 students, and they're always enrolling more, to just really help them with the knowledge and the education and the experience to be able to continue to source this oil and continue to have good growing practices and to make a living for themselves, because in remote areas like this, they just don't have a lot of opportunity to make income any other way. And so just from this sourcing effort, 74 jobs and over 350 lives were impacted just because of sourcing this one oil. And we also source other oils from Madagascar. And so in total, there's 131,000 lives that are impacted in Madagascar from doTERRA sourcing, these specific oils from there. So that's pretty cool. I love to see these numbers, because like those are lives that were changed because they take their craft seriously. They want to work with doTERRA, and they get fair and on-time wages and all of this training to be able to provide for their family for generations. So that is pretty cool. I just wanted to share that with you guys. A few different ways to use vanilla. You can really add this to almost any roller bottle blend and any diffuser blend that you like. Like, I don't think that it's going to smell bad to add vanilla to. Honestly, it's just going to make it a little bit more rounded. And so this will be great to add to, like I said, any of those favorite ones that you have, especially like a perfume type of roller bottle. That would be great. I can't wait to add it to bath salts. I think it's going to be amazing with like lavender, vanilla, and Epsom salt in a bath. Wow. Yeah, that's going to smell good. Internally, you can put it in tea or a warm beverage. I'm thinking like hot chocolate. I like to make tea with cinnamon, so I think I might add cinnamon and vanilla to some tea, some warm tea, even to coffee. You can make your own creamer even. You just think about all the ways that you use vanilla. You can use this in obviously beverages or baked goods or icings or anything like that. I mean, yeah, it smells really good. So that is vanilla. Who's excited to try vanilla? Put a 5 in the comments for me if you're excited to try vanilla. I wish I could give you some. Come over to my home, I'll make you some tea. All right, so moving on here. So when I first saw this blend, I was like, how do you even pronounce this? So Huga is how you pronounce this blend, and it doesn't look anything like, it's not spelled how you would think you would pronounce it. Yes. So this is actually limited time. This is not a permanent product. I hope it becomes permanent because it smells really good. It's a very just complex blend. It smells amazing diffused. Sometimes when you just smell an oil from the bottle, you don't get the full effect until you diffuse it. It smells like it's wow when you diffuse it. But this one is really just for creating that warm feeling of home, which I just love that we can put the oils in the diffuser and it creates that. But this blend is actually made specifically for that. And so it's Huga really means the practice of finding joy in everyday moments. So this is one that you will get in the convention kit if you've already purchased it, or if you choose to purchase it whenever it's back, October 1st, you'll get this blend, and it is limited time. So gonna have to make it last, or maybe I'll just get another convention kit. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's actually also going to be available for purchase by itself if you just wanted to try this one oil, and it's going to be available too with a cool diffuser that has a little stone lid on it. It looked really neat in the picture, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so moving along, I wanted to share with you 2 different carrier oils that are new. And I love that, we've had fractionated coconut oil for as long as I can remember as the only carrier oil, which that's what I use. I mean, I love fractionated coconut oil. It works great. but sometimes it can be drying, and some people are, they have different aversions to coconut. And so I really love that they are offering different oils for us to use as carrier oils. So the first one is a body carrier oil, and this one is just more moisturizing. It's meant obviously to be used on our body with an oil, with an essential oil. And let's see what it has in here. It has, the main ingredient is jojoba oil, and it also has sunflower seed oil. So this will be a great one to try if you want to try a new one, or if you are having an aversion to coconut for whatever reason. And then we also have sensitive skin carrier oil. Oops, jumping ahead. And this one is actually in a cute little dropper top, which I thought was pretty neat. And it's like, it is super absorbed by your skin, like really, really fast, even faster than coconut oil. And what I thought this one would be great for is oil cleansing on your face, because a lot of these oils are ones that you see in oil cleansing serums. So grapeseed oil, hemp oil, sunflower, rose hip. These are all really, really good for delicate skin, which would be obviously your face. And so that's going to be one way that I'm going to use it, but just another type of carrier oil, so you can maybe see which one you like best, or just again, use it on your face or whatnot. So those are both limited time as well, but they do come in the convention kit. Okay, so this is actually a bonus only for the convention kit. It won't be available for, as far as I know, for purchase by itself, and that's osmanthus. So osmanthus has been found in blends before, such as Beautiful blend. I know a lot of you know and love that blend. And it smells kind of floral, but it kind of smells similar to magnolia, if you've ever smelled that, and I absolutely love magnolia. So it's a lot of times used in perfumes. It's kind of, it says it's rich, sweet, fruity, which is exactly how I would describe it. So it's in the touch form, so it would be great to just put on your wrist, rub together. And the magnolia especially, which is, I would kind of think this is a cousin to that, they're very calming. And so they can help with anxiety throughout the day or just feeling stressed. So this is another one that you can layer with other things or just use by itself. All right, so now we're going to dive into the bulk, which would be aböde. So aböde is the brand new, it's called a refreshing blend, but it is something that they formulated to be used as a household cleaner and refresher of the air. And so this blend, I was excited to smell it because I was like, what does this blend smell like? And, you know, they had just talked about On Guard, and then they introduced this. And so I know a lot of people are curious, like, what's the difference? And how would you suggest that we use these oils, you know, interchangeably, or for, you know, what would we use each individual one for? And so I would describe this, because I know if you don't have it, you're like, what does it smell like? So if you've ever smelled Purify, it kind of almost smells like Purify and On Guard combined, but it has it just has a very clean yet kind of a cinnamony smell to it, because it does have the cassia, and it also has lavandin, which is similar to lavender. So it smells a lot more rounded than Purify does, if you will. But I love the scent that came out of the oils that they put together. And I want to tell you a little bit about how they came up with this blend, because just a little bit of the differences between this and On Guard. So On Guard is really, you know, obviously it's can be used internally, it can be used topically and aromatically, but they really formulated On Guard to boost the immune system. So On Guard is kind of now going into like more of a wellness category, and then the aböde is going to be more of a cleaning category, because aböde cannot be used topically, unless obviously you really dilute it heavily, because it's kind of a more of a spicier oil. It's really meant to be used on the surfaces and to be diffused. So that's kind of the difference between these. And you know, On Guard is a blend of 5 essential oils, and this has a good many more that they did studies actually starting with 30 essential oils to see what the bacteria killing capacity of these oils were. And they narrowed it down to 10 that are in this blend that really, they wanted to look at what microbes these essential oils killed. And they wanted they wanted the blend to kill the most, like have the widest range that they could kill, obviously, because you're using this on your surfaces, using it in the air to kill germs. And so that's how they really came up with this blend. They did studies to see, and they, let's see, let me go to the next slide. So the chemistry of abode, they came up with this, obviously, like I said, because they did these studies to see which oils had different killing capacity with what microbes. And so limonene in this blend is really important because it's a great degreaser. So you want to think about that when you have a surface, especially in the kitchen and things like that. But also limonene is great for its antibacterial components as well. So each one of these was studied and put in here in the specific blend in a specific amount because it was the most effective. One. Okay, so this is a little bit behind the scenes, and I'm sorry you guys can't see on Instagram, but this is the bacteria testing that they did. They put a drop of the abode blend to see, what the zone of inhibition was around it, which really means how far around it did germs not grow. And so they did, each oil, and then they did the blend just to see in the bacteria testing what wide range of bacteria this would be effective against. So of all the essential oils, cassia, cilantro, cinnamon, thyme, and oregano were the most potent. So they looked at other studies, they did their own studies, and this study in particular, all the species tested, they were completely inhibited for 21 days following a single application of these oils. So essential oils are very, very effective against bacteria on surfaces. And so there's going to be a lot more information coming out about this blend in particular, but just in a short time, they've come up with all of this information and studies for us. Okay, so the abode blend, I mentioned, it is meant to be used aromatically and on household surfaces. And so you can purchase it in a regular essential oil bottle to diffuse. And also you can obviously make your own cleaners with this. And, I do want to mention, I had already spoke about On Guard and abode, kind of the differences. On Guard is still very effective for cleaning. If you have those products in your home, they are very effective. But they really wanted to differentiate kind of to be On Guard to be used for wellness and abode to be used for cleaning, because this is a little bit more effective than On Guard by itself. Not that On Guard is not effective. It's just this has oils in it that are more effective when combined together, and they work synergistically. So I hope that makes sense. And I want you to be confident with using On Guard still, of course, for cleaning if you would like, but this blend just is a little bit more effective for a wider variety of microbes. So diffusing, I love to diffuse it in my kitchen. I've diffused it several different times. It smells great. It does help with odors as well, probably more so than the On Guard does, because it has cilantro is really good for getting rid of odors, as well as tea tree. So it has both of those in there. And then on your surfaces as a cleaner. Okay, so speaking of, you guys, I left them in my kitchen because I was using them. I forgot to go grab them, but we have a spray. We have a multi-purpose spray, and it comes in a little container like this, and you dilute it down. So this whole abode line, and really all of the products that they came out with, like I didn't mention it, but the Deep Blue Stick is made of completely compostable ingredients. And so all of this new abode line, they really looked at the environmental friendliness of it. And so this either glass or aluminum, all of the containers are, so that you can recycle. So this is a little glass container, it's a little 30 ml bottles, and it comes with surface cleaner concentrate. And you just pour it in the bottle and fill it up with water. And so you can definitely pour it into any spray bottle, but they have a whole collection of 4 bottles that look similar to this, and great for displaying on your kitchen counter. And so you can purchase those as well as an add-on if you would like, but that is how the concentrate comes. And again, it's great on grease, it's great on grime in the kitchen, bathroom, anywhere you really use a cleaner, you can use this non-purpose cleaner. All-purpose cleaner, not non-purpose. So that is a surface cleaner. We also have a hand wash. And again, that is sitting on my kitchen counter in there as well. But they, I think I brought this in, yeah. So this is a tiny bit different than what we currently have, which is the On Guard hand wash. This is the doTERRA Abode hand wash, and it also has citrus bloom as the scent of it. So it smells really good, but yet it has the great germ fighting power in there as well. And so this is actually two different refills. So you fill up, this is a concentrate, whereas the other one was not. You really aren't supposed to dilute the On Guard hand wash as it is right now, but this is a concentrate. So this bottle makes 2 refills. So there's actually a fill line on the back of that bottle, and you fill it up to there and then fill the rest up with water. So I love that they made it a concentrate so that it's more environmentally friendly that way. And again, this is aluminum. So love that new product, and it works very well. Comes in a foaming hand pump, of course, and it doesn't dry your hands out. It smells amazing. Like, I love it. Okay, so this is new. They made a hand lotion. And so this is the bottle the hand lotion comes in. If you guys can see that, very pretty, very sleek. My daughter was obsessed with this. She was like putting it all over her body. It smells really good because, again, it has the citrus bloom scent. And you can purchase the bottle and then you just buy these refills whenever you run out. So this is what this looks like. And this is very environmentally friendly as well. And really cool that they made these refill pouches now. So these are easier to ship as well. They're very lightweight. So they took all of that into consideration. So that's the hand lotion. Okay, and then really, really super excited about this. We have a dish soap. Again, you can buy these set of 4 really pretty glass bottles. And then the dish soap comes in something similar to this that you would buy the refill of. So you only have to buy this once. And these dish soap is something I've always had to buy from somewhere else. I never really liked the kind that I made myself. And obviously doTERRA never sold any, so I had to buy it from other places, and it was never scented. So I never had a scented soap, and now I do, and it's very effective. I've used it since I've been home. It's great lather. I think that that's something that a lot of people probably want to know. Does it lather well? Does it clean well? This actually has extra grapefruit in it because grapefruit has that high limonene, which is great for cutting grease. And so they put extra in the dish soap so that it's great for getting grease off your dishes. So don't you guys love that we can get all this stuff from doTERRA now and don't have to like search for different places? I know that I am. Okay, moving right along. We'll be done probably in about 10 or so minutes. Okay, so I mentioned that the 4-in-1 dispenser set is available as an add-on. It does say limited time. I'm not really sure. I thought it would be around for a while, but if you want to get it, you might want to go ahead and get it whenever it comes back for sale again, if you haven't already gotten that, which will be October 1st. So you can add all 4 of those on for $28. Okay, here we go. Really excited about this too. So laundry pods, and I have to show you, I don't know if you guys can see over there, but look at the little O's on the back. Love that. Nice little touch. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little doTERRA symbol on the back of it. But this is a laundry pod. So we have previously had the liquid On Guard laundry detergent, which I have used and really enjoyed. But they wanted to obviously put the abode blend in. They wanted to make it also more environmentally friendly, less heavy for shipping purposes. And this is all biodegradable packaging as well. So the recommended use for this is 1 pod for a small to medium load and 2 pods for a large load. So this is a little sample pack. It'll come, I can't remember exactly how many pods came in a bag, but it'll be bigger than this. This is just a little sample size. Wash clothes when I got home, and have been really excited to have smell. It smells really great. Your laundry smells great when it comes out of the washer now. And then you can just add essential oils to your dryer balls and continue that scent. But I really love the laundry pods. And also, this is another thing that I always had to purchase elsewhere were the dishwasher pods. Dishwasher, detergent, and same kind of little pod looking thing with the cute little O's on there. And this, again, I never could purchase any type of dishwasher liquid that had scent to it. So I love that now it smells good when I open up the dishwasher. It's little things, right? And I also know that I don't have any chemicals on my dishes when I eat off them. So that's really important. If you haven't made the switch, this will be really easy. You can just add these to your order every month, or every other month, and you're set. You're ready to go. And obviously these are free of phthalates, dyes, phosphates, different things that are found in other dishwashing liquid. Okay. Guess I got through there faster than I thought. Okay, so that is all of the new products. What do you guys think? Are you excited to get these? Yeah. I know. I was just talking to one of my friends tonight, and she was like, "I'm so jealous. My convention kit is not here yet, and I want to smell everything and use it." So I'm excited for you guys to get it. And you can actually save money if you purchase a convention kit versus purchasing these items separately. So you'll save well over $100 by purchasing this kit as a kit versus getting different things on their own. So this kit, the Evolve Convention Kit, will be available again October 1st. So if you didn't snag yours, you can get it again on that date. And I believe it will just be until it sells out, however long that is. But honestly, it might not be that long because these products are awesome. Like, we've literally been asking for these for years, and I'm really excited that they keep making it even easier for us to live a healthy and natural lifestyle. And it's like now we literally almost have every single thing that we need, right? I don't have to go try to find natural options for things like I had before. So thank you guys for being with us tonight. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen over here, and I can leave Instagram up also. If you have any questions, you guys just let me know. But have you seen any more questions over on Facebook, Melissa? Have you looked on there? I can pull it up too if you want to. Thanks for being with us. Let me know in the comments who all has already gotten their convention kit. No questions. Okay, great. You guys are going to have to go set your timers for October 1st to make sure you get on the list for this. But if you, I know, and we're streaming in our member group, but Felicia, you got to get yours on October 1st, right? You got to set your alarm for that. But if you don't have a membership yet, you can definitely message me or whoever has been sharing essential oils with you, and you can actually enroll with this kit if you know anybody as well. Even in our member group, if you know anybody that you want to share these products with or that would like to get them, you can enroll them for free. There's no membership fee associated with this kit, which is pretty awesome. So you're going to save $35 right there, plus the $120 that you're going to save with the kit. Awesome. Yours is on the way. Yay! Now you're going to know all about them, and so when you get them, you're just going to be even more excited because you know how great they are. Yes, talking there. Gotta love that. All right, guys, I'm going to head on out. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you later. Night, everyone.